Okay, now I have to travel to the other side. Great.
Hello. I just wanted to honor or celebrate the fact that, as you know, the Solarize campaign was going on in Deschutes County. And I heard this week that their goal was getting 50 installed in this 3-month period, and they've had 222 people come and get assessments as of today. And today is the last day here that I'll have the applications if anyone's interested in getting an assessment, but I thought that was wonderful that they've already pretty much surpassed their goal, so I'm celebrating that, the solar being put on houses.
Me online? Nope. All right. Chris in the sound booth has got one for us. Pregnant pause.
Speaking of North Carolina, I heard that Elon Musk has launched thousands of Starlink satellites to improve our overall worldwide connectability in Wi-Fi. Well, he's opened up and giving these North Carolinians access and link systems to be able to prematurely and early connection to the Starlink system, because as you know, all their wires, all their telephone poles, all their power is out, and so he's granting them early access to his Starlink system.
Right. Say what you will about Elon Musk, but every once in a while he does right by this world. Every once in a while. It's all pray for the billionaires to help us out. All right, one more.
One more. Thank you. My name is Kate Kavanaugh, and I facilitate the the Women's Drum Circle here. And I have such gratitude for the Unity community, that you opened up your hearts and this beautiful space for women to gather in this way. It's truly in the resonance of the heartbeat of the mother. Women pour in this door because they are longing so much for community. And I want to find a way to integrate that community with you all. And may we find that way. So I want to invite all you women to please come. I have many drums, first Saturday at 10 till noon. And let's find a way that we can knit these beautiful gatherings in a way of unity. So thank you.
Amen. All right, our last celebration is going to be from the earth. Nico, did we have any luck with those pictures? While Nico's working on that, I'm going to preface it here. The Klamath River, you guys are all familiar with that. The dam removal project. Yes, the dam removal project completed this summer, late this summer, ahead of schedule and on budget, Gavin Newsom was proud to announce. So now, for the first time in 100 years, the Klamath River is flowing freely. 400 miles of it's flowing freely to the ocean. Not only that, but much of this land has been returned to the native tribes in the area. Now, of course, we've handed them land that needs to be reestablished, so there's actually a several-year project ahead to revegetate the land. But you can see some of the before and afters here. I've always had a fascination with what it looked like before man came here 500 years ago. What did this area look like without the concrete and the asphalt and the telephone poles and all that other stuff? And this is a great example of the opposite occurring, where we're removing all the concrete and letting these rivers flow freely. This is the largest such infrastructure project that's ever occurred in America. And they did it for salmon. It's just amazing that humanity has chosen to do something this wholesome and this pure as to free up this river. So it's an incredibly important salmon-producing river. It used to be the third largest salmon-producing river on the West Coast, and the West Coast is a long coast. So this is a big deal. So a round of applause for the Salmon River and the people who made it happen. Can I have my kids up? Have some utes. I see some popping up over here. Our fundraiser announcement. Yeah. Are you going to handle our fundraiser announcement for us? Sweet.
Is this on? Am I on? Oh, hello. Hi, guys. I might be new looking to some people, but I've been hiding in the AV booth for a while. And now, in partnership with Genesis, we're going to start being the leads of the youth program. So, hello. My name's Ilana. And today, if you haven't heard, there's going to be a bake sale after service. We've had a lot of you guys bring some yummy stuff, and all of the goods will go to supporting the youth program and Dan and Charlotte's match fundraiser. So feel free to check out all of that stuff outside. And other than that, we got some fun things we're going to do today.
Sweet.
That's it.
Awesome. Awesome. Always good to have the kiddos up here. Let's go ahead and bless these young ones. And let's go ahead and bless our inner child as well, all right? We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. All right, kids, have fun out there.
Are we going to do the drawing in the box?
No more drawing in boxes right now. Next season. All right. Announcements. Okay, as usual, we have a recurring, we talked about the Women's Drum Circle, but we always have recurring events here, and one of which is the Sunday evening sound baths, and they're at 6 o'clock this time of year. Go from 6 to 7:15. Those are fantastic. If you haven't been to one or you don't know what I'm talking about, check with the person next to you. They probably do. All right. We also have the men's group that meets every Monday at 6. Not every other Monday. First and the third. Again, can you tell how often I go to these men's groups? I have the convenient excuse of working late on Monday nights. No. And then, so Reverend Jane is teaching a new class that's coming up. The class is called Flourish with Unity. It's foundational teachings for a greater life. If you haven't taken a class with Reverend Jane, it's a great way to spend some time in her magical energy, and I don't know a better way to engage this woman than to take a class with her. It's a great opportunity to spend some time with her, and obviously your fellow classmates. You're going to walk away with some newfound wisdom on that. So that class is starting Thursday the 10th, 11:30 a.m. Is that online or in person? In person. All right, and you can sign up for that online and everything else I'm talking about. The website has a wonderful section called the calendar, if you've heard of those, and it has everything on it that's occurring here, and you can sign up for anything that requires signups. And then we have our newcomers potluck dinner. I still remember mine from several years ago at Jane's house. It was a wonderful event. It's a great way to get to know other new people here at Unity and to get an idea of what it's about if you're thinking about joining this community at a quasi or permanent level. It's a great opportunity to get to break bread with this community and find out if it resonates with you. And that's going to be at Reverend Jane's house. If you sign up for that, you will get information as to where that is, but she's here in town, so you don't have to drive to Prineville or anything like that. So that's Thursday, October 10th. And then the big announcement of the day is our Unity Fall Fair. Robin, are you coming up to chat with me about that? Robin and friends are putting on a Robin and friend are putting on a Unity Fair, and then they've managed to talk Sweet Red and the Hot Rod Billies to come on and give us a concert while I was at it. So go ahead and tell us more.
Yeah, they're going to be playing from 10 to 2. Okay, I'll start from the beginning. We're having a community garage sale. We're taking donations from 8 a.m. until 9:30. Please put prices if you donate. Please put a price on there if you can. We have live music from 10 to 12 noon from the Sweet Red and Hot Rod Billies.
It's a mouthful.
I keep wanting to say hillbillies, but it's not hillbillies. Sorry.
Sometimes. Depends on how late it is.
Okay. We're going to have the live music, of course. Then we're going to have food from Jamaican Jerk Food Truck. and I heard that's vegan and really, really good. We're going to have vendors, and we're going to have demonstrations and booths. Those of you who have what you sell, if you sell something or you have a store, you have a booth, you can also have a booth here that's free to advertise your wares, which is kind of cool. We're going to meet in the parking lot after the service so that we can all join together and find out who wants to sell what, or if they're going to do demonstrations or if they're going to do vending. What else was there? Let's see.
That should do it for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
If you wanna
meet after the
participate-
service, yes.
Meet out front.
Meet out front in the parking lot, and we're going to go over all the
What time?
stuff after the service. So
That's a big window. I don't know if
I
you
know,
noticed.
I know. It's
Tends
like,
tends to drag
what's-
out that after the service window.
So, okay, what do you suggest?
All right. We'll see you out
suggest?
there
Okay.
around noon. How's that sound?
Okay, around
Or a
noon.
little early. All right. Jane, you want to come up? And Jane's going to go ahead and lead us in prayer.
So we thought we'd experiment with moving when we're doing the prayer to just take us from all this celebrating energy and move it now into a quieter, introspective time. Prayer is one of those words that might be a trigger for some of you. It comes built in with the concept that you're praying to something outside of you. But at Unity, we're doing the opposite. We're aligning. We're aligning our idea of who we are with a greater idea of who we are. We're taking that idea of oneness, that we're all one, and we're reminding ourselves that if we're all one, then all the power that is innate in all that is right here in this room, in these bodies. And that whatever seems to be amiss in our lives or in the world, the power that we need to right that is in here. It's in our consciousness. And while there may be steps that we need to take, physical steps of action, those aren't the first steps. The first step is always alignment with who we are. And so today, I invite us to hold all the people who are struggling with the hurricanes, either the ones that are impending or the ones that just plowed through, that left their lives in devastation. Many of us have been in that space where we feel like we've lost everything. Even if it wasn't literally everything, it's that feeling. We know what that feels like. And yet we claim, when we go into a place of alignment, that we are never alone. We are never empty. We are always full of the good. Sometimes we call that good God. Sometimes we call it the All, Spirit, the Holy. Whatever the name is immaterial. It's that energy, that presence, that power. It is here, and it expresses as strength and resilience. It expresses as loving kindness. It expresses as abundance. It expresses as wisdom and guidance. And we claim, I am all of that. And as I am all of that, so is everyone else. And so we hold that in a place of knowing. And we give gratitude to our own selves for the knowing that we can change our consciousness. And as we change that, we can change our world. Now, this is a time where, besides holding our world in prayer, that we have an opportunity to make claims for ourselves and our loved ones. And the way that we do that here is there's a green piece of paper in the back of the seats. There's a link up there so you can get on your phone and do it, or you can do it on paper. But put down what you claim. And you put it down not as something to give away for somebody else to do for you, but to make your mark, to say, this is what I claim, this is what I'm creating, this is who I am. So we're going to take time while the piano music plays for you to do that. Online, in the room, take the time now and stake your claim on the life that you want. When the offering baskets come around, you'll be able to put these claims into them. And our prayer team, as well as Silent Unity, will be joining you, adding their energy to help you to stay in alignment with knowing who you are and what you can create. Let's move this into song now.
Here we go.
Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am. I breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
With that vibration still moving in our bodies, I want to introduce two individuals right now. First, there's Kira Soto, who is going to be leading us in a group sing. And if you've been here before, you're already just eagerly awaiting this, I know, because it's so powerful. And if you're here for the first time, or if you haven't been here on an occasion when Kira was here, you are in for such a treat. She comes from a place of knowing that we all have a voice, and so we all have the ability to sing. And there's no qualification, despite what your third grade teacher may have told you. You can sing, and she will make you want to sing. So we have Kira, and one of the other things I love about Kira is that she has such an instinct for choosing songs that align with what the speaker is going to be presenting. It's just magical how she does that. And most of these are her original songs, although sometimes she's pulling from other sources, and I don't know which is true today. And then Dr. Cari Bourette, who she's in ministerial school with Unity. She has been here before to speak, and I consider her my friend. Cari has been through quite the year with her husband passing early in the year, and it triggered such a transition for her. She's been in a process of transformation. And so whenever I meet with her, I'm never sure who she's going to be, because she continues to change. And she's so willing to be vulnerable and just allow the spirit that she is to unveil itself without the ego that she still has putting blocks up. And that's something I think we can all aspire to. So I'm really looking forward to what she will share with us today. So we're going to start with Kira.
Okay, there we go. So for those who don't know me, my name's Kira Seto, and I'm a community song leader, and I lead Voices Rising Community Choir here in Bend. It's an independent, all voices choir that is oriented around connection and singing for the joy of singing itself. Non-performing, non-auditioned, and everything's taught by ear. So there's really the intention to make it an accessible experience so that we can enjoy singing together, which is a powerful thing in itself. It can bring so much solace and connection and release and joy and moments of magic that you can't even plan. And I've gotten to witness so many people open up their voices. Like so many, I come from a place where I used to not think that my voice was good enough to be shared. And, but I love to sing. I would sing in the shower, in the car, like so many of you. And once I discovered this form of singing, I was just like, heck with it. I just love to sing so much. And now, almost 10 years later, here I am, leading folks in singing. So just wanting to really normalize that a lot of us carry some kind of story around our voices, and there's actually only like a tiny percentage of folks that's tone deaf. If you can follow a melody on a song, you can follow pitch. So just inviting those judgmental voices to step outside the door today. And I've been hearing so many beautiful voices this morning sing. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Now we're gonna sing. This song comes from Amy McCreath, and it's called What We Need Is Here. This is a very simple song, and when I first heard the theme for today, Jane, you were so kind in your introduction, because I actually struggled in picking songs for today, and I was thinking dancing with life, And I was like thinking of these like fun, like boppy songs. And then when I read more of the description of like really holding like the dancing with life and what that entails and all the complexity and the tragedy and the devastation and the grief and like all the joy too, it's all of that holding. So anyway, it's been a month for me. I don't know if anyone else has been going through some stuff. So I'm bringing songs today to help support us in this dance of life. So the words are, what we need is here. And oh my gosh, I'm having a moment. What we need. Let's just try it there. What we need is here. Try that with me. What we need is here. And then it goes. What we need is here. Try that. What we need is here. Can we put those together? You sound beautiful. What we need is here. What we need is here. Beautiful. What we need is here. Harmonies welcome. What we need is here. What we need is here. You sound beautiful. What we need is here. What we need is what we need is here. What we need is here. Thank you.
I was thinking we were going to have this like sing along that it just keeps going. So good morning. I am so glad to be here. This is an awesome place to be. It really is. So what in the world is going on in the world? Some stuff. Lots of stuff. I've been noticing on Facebook lately, I know some of you have sworn off Facebook, but some of you are still playing that. And I've noticed that there are posts about end of the world. There's posts about apocalypse bingo. And I was thinking, gee, are we doing 2020 again? Because that was the kind of stuff coming up then. And there's a whole lot of people going through changes on a personal level. It's not just what's going on in the world. It seems like everybody's feeling this change thing going on, and or they have friends or family that are going through stuff. So there's a thing happening, and it can feel a little challenging, maybe a lot challenging. So we're going to be looking this morning at maybe some of the ways we can deal with that in a simple way. Back in early 2020, there was this thing in the news called COVID-19. And there were stories of people in China being sick. Is my mic? Oh, there we go. There were stories of people in China being. Oh, okay. Hello? Okay, so there were stories then of this virus in China. There were stories of quarantine cruise ships with people stuck on them. There were starting to be stories of people in San Francisco, and they were getting sick and quarantined. And it was something that one of the practices for Daniel and I was to watch the news, not dwell on the news, but to be aware of what was going on in the world. And another practice, besides looking outside, is looking inside. So it's being aware of what's going on out there and being aware what's going on in here, because life is happening in both places. It's happening everywhere. It's happening here. And so paying attention to what's going on in here, we noticed we were getting a nudge to prepare, that this looked like something that might grow. This looked like something that might get bigger. So we went shopping, and we stocked up on toilet paper. And we got some rubbing alcohol, and we got some antiseptic, and we got soap, and we got the things that tend to go away in this kind of a thing. And we went to the store manager, and we said, "Have you heard of this COVID thing?" And he said, "No." We said, "Well, you might want to check on that, and you might want to stock up on these things that we're getting." So he said he'd look into it, and I hope he did. And so a week or two later, we were watching on the news that toilet paper was running out and other things. And so we didn't share that experience that some of you might have had. And I can only imagine the awkward accommodations that might have been made to adapt to that. And I didn't share that experience. And this wasn't because of our amazing psychic abilities. It was just from paying attention. It was just from watching out there and in here and listening. Listening to what my body's telling me. Listening to the nudging of spirit. And just being willing to listen and adapt as things shifted. And then a few weeks ago, there was news of a port strike coming. And when I heard about that it might happen, my first thought, I better stock up on toilet paper. Because that's what you do, right? When anything's coming, boy, we learned. That's what you do. But when I checked inside, I got a sense of, no, you're good. I thought that was odd because I didn't want to run out, but I had plenty, so maybe it'd be okay. And then I heard the port strike happened, and I heard that people were stocking up on toilet paper. And then the strike didn't last long. And I also read a funny story that it was like, I don't know what you people are doing. Most of the toilet paper is made in the United States. It wasn't going to be an issue at all. So anyone that was planning to cash in on that and bought a warehouse full of toilet paper, well, they have a warehouse full of toilet paper now. So listening to what's out there and what's in here. That's part of the process. Our theme this season is dancing with life. So we're trying to dance with this partner, and it can feel like it's stepping on our toes lately. And some of us learn in unity about manifestation, and I want to make some prosperity and my ideal job and my dream home and my perfect relationship, and I'm visioning that, and I'm trying to have positive thoughts. And then what's this stuff going on? That's like stepping on my toes. Shouldn't it be like bending to my will or something? Well, maybe it doesn't completely work that way. There's a context that we're living in, a larger context. There's our personal context, and there's a bigger context. And life is all of that. So if I really I don't know a lot about dancing, but I know some names of dances. So that's a start. So if I'm somebody that really likes a foxtrot, and I'm insisting on, boy, I'm going to dance a foxtrot, and the music that's playing is a gentle waltz, and I try to dance that, whether I'm leading or following, it's going to be really awkward. Or let's say I really like the cha-cha. That's a thing for me. And Pink Floyd is playing. I mean, we could try to dance that, but it would look pretty silly. And stepping on toes would happen. So it's important to listen for when the music's changing. What is playing, and is it changing? And then there's the music that's playing here, and the music's playing there, and shifting to go along with what you need to be dancing to. Because life is in sync with the music that's playing. Life is one with the music that is playing. So it doesn't have a problem with with dancing to the right song. So if we want to be in sync, we need to be dancing to the music that's playing. Otherwise, stepping on toes is going to happen. So with all that's going on out there, if we are paying attention to it, it can feel overwhelming sometimes. And we want to feel centered. And we feel anxious. We want to feel peace. And something to be aware of is when you're looking at scary stuff happening on the news, your brain is seeing as if you were looking out the window, and it's right there. It doesn't know the difference. If you're seeing explosions or floods and homes destroyed, it's right out your window as far as it knows. So yeah, it's gonna make some anxiety. So if you're tuned into that channel out there, the music that's playing the hurricane song, you need to take conscious action to shift songs to where you're at. We just sang what you need is here. We need to shift to the music playing here so that we can dance along with life here. So a simple way to deal with this that you can use in dealing with noticing disasters and in other areas of life is 3 things: taking action, praying, and walking away. So action, pray, walk away. And when I say action, I'm talking about looking outside and looking inside, not just going in and doing stuff. So for an example, I'm seeing a hurricane approaching Florida, a major hurricane on the news. And that looks pretty scary. So I'm going to check inside for a minute. What action is mine to take to prepare for that hurricane in Central Oregon? Maybe not so much. Am I called to do something about it? Am I called to help? We heard a story of someone that was. So maybe their call to action is pack a suitcase because you're going to be going somewhere soon and helping. Let's say there's no action for me to take. I'm not getting any sense there's anything for me to do as it approaches or even as it lands. Nothing to do. Okay, the next thing is pray. Am I called to pray about this? Is that mine to do? And if it is yours to do, please do it. And the next thing is walk away. Action, pray, walk away. So it wasn't mine to do anything, wasn't mine to pray about it. I need to let it go. I need to shift channels on the music station here back to here and now. And notice, wow, what a beautiful day it is out there. And notice, there's beautiful people here to be with. And notice, there's friends, family, food. That's what life is giving here now. And I need to enjoy and cherish every moment of that and fill up my bank of smiles and hugs and all of that while I can do that. So another example, there's a war happening. I mean, there's several, but watching the one in the Middle East that seems to be expanding. And there's might be chatter in my head, our friend Monkey Mind saying, oh my gosh, World War III is coming. I mean, there's people talking about that. I might feel some anxiety. So first, know that monkey mind is not your enemy. Anxiety is not your enemy. It's your body trying to let you know and your mind trying to let you know that there's possible danger here. It's asking rational mind, please pay attention and look at this and find out if there's a thing to do here. Okay, so there's a war going on. It's scary, especially if I start thinking about what it could become. What is mine to do right now about that? I don't know. Well, let's say monkey mind keeps going and, well, but what about if World War III is happening? Okay, let's pause for a moment. What if it was? Is there something I could do to prepare for that, really? I don't think so. I mean, I'm not called to do anything about it. Maybe you are. So no, I'm taking that off my list. So I can't find anything to do with that. So am I called to pray about it? Maybe I'm called to pray for peace. And if I am, I need to do that, because that's my job if I'm called to do that. I need to take the time and do that. And if neither of those, action, pray, walk away. I need to shift gears from the blow up the world channel and that song to here and now. And oh, what a beautiful day. And oh, lovely people. Or if I'm at home, oh wow, I'm safe at home. Imagine that. The world's not blowing up here. And maybe I could look out my window and see the trees or whatever I can, or go visit someplace that makes me feel that and know that I'm safe everything's okay here and now. And if I have trouble walking away from any of these things, I can't let it go, something keeps just nagging me, go back to take action. Make sure there's nothing I need to do. So maybe for the hurricane, it's nudging me to check my emergency kit or a bug out bag. And maybe nothing helps. Maybe I need therapy. Maybe some old thing's getting triggered by this, and I need to talk to somebody. Or maybe I need prayers from somebody else. And you do your best to address that, and then walk away. You need to dance to the music that's here. That's what's playing for you. There's an election coming up. There's all kinds of scary things that could happen with that. We could go off on there's a movie about the Civil War, right? I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But that's not what's playing here and now, all of those things. So there's actions you can take. You can vote. Maybe you're called to campaign. Maybe you're called to protest. You can do those things. You can pray that all comes out well. But then walk away. Because there's birds singing outside. And you're missing that if you're staying on this song. In a few weeks from now, we're going to start a new Wednesday night service. And it's going to be to deepen spiritual experience and practice. And we're going to have different facilitators each time. I'm going to be one of them. And Beth's going to be one of them. And Sarah. And we might have other people. And there's going to be a different thing that happens each time. And we'll try to keep you posted on what that is. But hopefully it will help you to add to your spiritual tools and resources and help that bank get filled so that you have some extra in case of any turbulence in your life. So remember these 3 steps: action, pray, walk away. You can apply it in all kinds of situations. And pay attention to what song is playing. And if you shift from where you are and you're listening to other music and you're touched by it, you do these steps, but make sure that you switch the channel back to the music playing here and now. Because that's where life is meeting you and wanting to dance with you on that song. And you can choose to get stuck watching the news all the time or watching these videos that are scary. And bottom line, they're trying to scare you into buying a product. So you can get stuck trying to dance to the soundtrack of a horror movie. I don't even know how you dance to that. Or you can listen to the music where you are, which might be playing a swing or some silly community dance like the Macarena. I know that's way back, but hey. So let's have fun dancing together today, and let's listen for what life is playing on our channel here and now. And I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cari. Applause for that. Cari, I definitely want to thank you for the visual of trying to dance the cha-cha to Pink Floyd. Because I don't know about you, but that hit home. How many times have we been out there trying to dance a cha-cha to Dark Side of the Moon, right? It's like, read the room. Okay. Nico, you coming up to help lead us in meditation? All right, he's going to share some of these beautiful things with us.
All right. Let's take this time to tune in all together to the music that's playing around us right now, and the joy and the energy bubbling from every one of us around each other. The song of nature as well. And feel free to close your eyes, take some deep breaths.
Thank you, Nico. I'm going to use this mic, actually. Yeah. Wow. Can we just take a deep breath together? Yeah, thanks. So the next song I want to share with you comes from Batya Levine. Some of you may know this. It's called We Rise. Batya is a Jewish queer song leader and community organizer on the East Coast. And this song has really become an anthem that's been part of the ceasefire movements with the war in Palestine. Okay, so the chorus. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. Let's try that. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. And then, in hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we're right. Beautiful. Let's put that together. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Nice. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Nice. So harmonies are welcome. I'm going to teach you a quick one. You can sing it an octave up, an octave down. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. Try that. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer. Listen. We're right here. Try that. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. All together. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Great. So this is a choose your own adventure. In hope, in hope. Yeah, feel free to try whatever part you want. 2, 3. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Nice. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Beautiful. And the verses go, and we rise. And then I say something like, humbly hearted. So let's try that. And we rise, humbly hearted. And then we do that again. We do that 2 more times, 4 more times. Let's try that again. Rise, won't be divided. Rise, with spirit to guide us. Rise. Yeah, all right. So the last one differs, and then we're gonna go rise. Let's try that. Rise. So the first 3 times are the same. Rise, 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 and then rise. Yeah? Let's try that. And we rise, humbly hearted, rise. And you can harmonize too. Won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, rise. Nice, great. So we're gonna sing the whole song, and I'm gonna feed you the lines for the verses, so you get to join in on that too, okay? Let's go back to hope. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we are here. Nice. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, and we rise, and we rise, humbly hearted, rise, won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, with spirit to guide us, rise, in hope, nice, in hope, yeah, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we are here. Again, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, and we rise, and we rise. All of the children. All of the children rise. Elders with wisdom. Elders with wisdom rise. Ancestors surround us. Ancestors surround us. Rise. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Yeah. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer. I'm going to invite you to rise with me. Stand up. And we rise. There we go. Oop, I forgot to feed you the line. Let's. With tears and with courage. With tears and with courage. Rise. Fighting for life. Fighting for life. We rise. Yeah, in hope. In hope. In prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. And we rise, and we rise, humbly hearted, rise, won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, with spirit to guide us, Thank you.
Kara, if people want more of this, you're doing some classes, right?
Yes, I am. So I'm about to, hello? Oh, there we go. So as I said, I run Voices Rising Community Choir, and we're about to enter into our fall season. And you all are invited to join. It's an 8-week series with a big singing party at the end. And it's actually going to start next Sunday. It's going to be offered on Sundays and Thursdays, Sunday afternoons and Thursday evenings. And you can come, when you sign up, you can come to either or both sessions each week. It's up to you, whatever works for your schedule. I provide practice tracks. We do vocal exercises and prompts for connection with each other, and we get to delve into an engaging repertoire of songs that are sung in the oral tradition like this, from soulful to silly, rounds, layers, harmonies. If you like harmony singing, this is a really great opportunity to sing with a bunch of really sweet, amazing folks and get to connect in that way. And it's offered on a sliding scale. I want to make it work for everyone who wants to be a part of it. And the first 2 weeks are open for anyone to come try one session for free. So if you're curious at all, please come check it out. There's flyers outside. They look like this, and there's little mini flyers you can take with you on your way out. So thank you so much again for having me. It's really a joy to get to sing with you.
It's always so
today.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I invite you to just take a breath in and just all that we have received here today. Just let's be with that. It's been so much. It's been so much. And this is our time to breathe out. Because it doesn't work to just breathe in. That hurts. We have to breathe out. And so a way that we do that is through our money. Whether we're doing it on a monthly basis and we have it set up to just be automatic, or whether we're doing it right now in this moment, whether we're doing it online, digitally, or we're doing it with old-fashioned checks and paper money. It's so important we create this community. Look at all these opportunities. Just take Thursday night. Next Thursday, you could be at a dinner at my house. If you're new, you could be at Beth's at a class. You could be singing with Kira. And that's just Thursday nights. There's so much because each one of us in this community has an opportunity to stand up and give our talents, our resources, our hearts into the world. And so when you give your money, you're saying, I want more of this. I want to support a community that's like this. So I'd like to invite our greeters to come up. These empty baskets represent possibilities, all that we can give. And so as they go around, put yourself into these baskets, put yourself into this community. Go ahead.
That's a gratitude song here.
Got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Mazel tov.
I just want to say thank you.
Mahalo.
I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart. Gratitude in my soul.
Baby.
I just want to say thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
These gifts, I just want to let you know one other gift. In the back corner there, if you are willing to migrate over there, you will see all these new Unity pamphlets that we just got. And there's some wonderful ones on healing, on prayer, on Unity truths. There's so many there, like at least 10 new booklets, and also that book on prayer. We've got some copies. So the book on prayer has a price tag on the back. The booklets are for free. We would love your donations too, so that we can keep ordering more of them, but help yourself. And maybe when you read it, if you don't want it anymore, you can bring it back and we can keep them going. But they're really wonderful, wonderful booklets. So please go over and see them, and then go over to see what goodies are out there and support our bake sale. So let's bless these gifts right now. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
Thank you, everyone. All right, this is a part of the service where we like to acknowledge those who are here for the first time or the first couple times, who are courageous enough to maybe make themselves known to the room. And I see you squirming in the back there. If you're up for it, we'd love to have you introduce yourself and give us your name and how you found us and where you're from. No pressure. No pressure.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle, and it's my first day here. And what a beautiful energy and presence that each and every one of you guys bring, and feeling very present and welcomed. So thank you.
So glad to have you here. Any others? Any other courageous ones? All right, I see half a hand there.
Everybody, my name's Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Great name. With a K, like the Vikings spell it.
It's okay.
I've done a couple Zoom calls in the past, but this is my first Sunday morning in this building. Not my first time in this building, but yeah, my good friend Jay told me he was coming and drug me along this morning. So.
Excellent. Nice work, Jay. If you're new here and you want to know more about what's going on, there's a blue card in front of you in the seat back in front of you. You can fill that out and give it to me after the service. I'll make sure it gets into the right place. Basically, all that's going to do is get you on our mailing list, and you're going to receive a weekly email from us letting you know what's happening here. It's a great way to stay on top of things. It comes out weekly. If you've been here a long time and you're not getting that email, you can also use that blue card to get on that list. So I encourage you to do that. We're going to have our prayer of intention here in a second, but first I want to remind you about the bake sale. This is a fundraiser for our youth program that Dan and Charlotte have so graciously offered a $5,000 match to that, so we're raising money for that. We are at $3,300 right now. There's lots of delicious things out there, and I know they are because I've heard people who were, I was up late doing that, and I know this one right here was up late baking all sorts of wonderful things, and I got to sample a couple of them, and I know they're good.
That cake looks like it's a $1,500 one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Let's kick us right to 5,000 on that one. But head out there and grab some sweets. Some of them are not so sweet as well. There's not all just sugar out there, so I think there's some gluten-free and all that other jazz.
There's a lot of sugar.
But there's some sugar if that's what advice you want to. That hole doesn't fill very well with sugar, guys. I can tell you that right now. Tried it. Didn't work. All right, let's read our prayer of attention, and Soulshine's going to take us out, maybe with a little Pink Floyd. Yeah?
Don't tempt us.
That's a gauntlet right there. Come on, Dave. A little Pink Floyd on the way out. You guys can do it. I have some faith. We're going to pray it into.
We're having fun
All
today.
right. Okay, let's read this prayer of intention and head out in that world and shine our beautiful light. Holy light shines within and all around me, a presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth in joy. Bless the world with my loving light. As your host screws it up. All right. I still love myself.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I got gratitude in my heart. Woo! I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Gracias.
I just want to say thank you.
Have a great week.
I just want to say thank you for it all.